Pisces, welcome to your August 2025 Celtic Cross reading. Thank you guys so much for being here. Welcome to Empowered World Tarot. This is a new channel. My name is Holly Christine. Let's get into it. Spirit, angels, guides, ancestors of love and light, we thank you for your help today with Pisces reading for whatever they need to know for the month of August for the highest good. Take what resonates, leave the rest. And if lots of different energies show up, different people showing up in the reading, feel free to reverse or exchange those energies as necessary. Let's see what's going on. We'll look at the baseline, clarifiers, advice, and an oracle card at the end. You are showing up in the Nine of Wands energy, crossed by the Queen of Cups. In your focus, Page of Cups. In the recent past, Seven of Pentacles. In your strength, the High Priestess. In the immediate future, Page of Pentacles. The energy supporting this reading, the Eight of Swords. The outside influence you may or may not be aware of, the Hanged Man. In your hopes and fears, Two of Cups. And the potential outcome, Five of Wands. The overall energy of your reading, Pisces, the Hermit. And what brings us here to this specific reading today? The World. Major cycles closing out, Pisces. Major changes so that brand new cycles can begin. They're necessary cycles in life. Sometimes they have to come to a close so we can move on to our next evolutionary phase. Let's talk about this baseline and then we'll get into the clarifiers. The Hermit. The Hermit says deep healing is needed here. And major introspective work, going within, meditating on the regular, figuring out what is in my way, what needs to be healed, what needs to be removed off of my path, that kind of thing. Because you're showing up in the Nine of Wands energy, which is very guarded. You don't really trust the energies around you, so you put your walls up to protect yourself. You've been hurt and you are still recovering. You're still doing healing work here. Determined to persevere. You're still in the game, whatever it is, but you are protecting yourself. Again, like I said, very guarded. You just don't trust. And this is crossed by the Queen of Cups. I don't know if this is you representing your heart or if it's somebody else in your life that this represents. We'll find out more as the reading continues and all the clarifiers start to come out. But the Queen of Cups has her heart wide open. This would be your court card. Going through life ready to give love everywhere she goes. Love and support, forgiveness as quickly as possible. All kinds of just perfect, loving, wonderful, beautiful, heart open energy. But it's crossing you, so it's a challenge. And that would be a challenge if you're in that state of the Nine of Wands, not really trusting. How can you really give your heart when you're protecting your energy so much? In your focus, you do have a lot of hope here with the Page of Cups. You are willing to learn. It's very good energy. You're curious, you're open-hearted, and just really hopeful. In the recent past, it looks like you took a break, took a pause to assess your situation carefully, to figure out what is needed, what is necessary to build more stability. You're kind of weighing things, looking at what stability you really have, looking at things realistically, to figure out what more is needed. It looks like this analysis was done recently. And in your strength, the high priestess, that's your intuition. And that would be a perfect position to recognize her being a strength. No doubt about it. In the immediate future, the Page of Pentacles, it looks like you want to start investing in something in the near future. Time, energy, resources, whatever it is, it's kind of a new focus of investment. Supporting this reading, there's a whole bunch of stuck energy. It's confusion. It's like saying, yeah, you are here in this place of, I don't know what to do. I don't know what actions to take. I'm not sure. I'm trying to look at things and I don't think I'm seeing things very clearly. And you're not. But it looks like it's just part of the journey, part of the evolution here for you to move forward. You have to go through this, or else it wouldn't be in the supportive position, right? The Hanged Man in the outside influence that you may or may not be aware of. It's more perspective being gained because it's not clear here, but maybe we can get clarity here. In your hopes and fears, this is a soul connection working with you. There's a lot of love here. It's a great working partnership where a lot of love is shared. But again, it's in your hopes and fears, so we'll find out more with the clarifiers. And the potential outcome is the card of conflict. It's the Five of Wands. It's a little bit of a struggle, a little bit of a battle up ahead. It's like saying, yeah, you can count on it. There's going to be conflict here. All right. I don't like to hear that, but it's part of it. It may just be part of the journey, part of what's required on this journey. Let's go ahead and clarify this Hermit in the overall energy, please. Doing the deep work. Looking at all the things in our way. And healing. Deep, deep healing. Show us the Hermit, please. Oh, okay. And we have the Ace of Swords, Page of Wands, and the King of Cups. You're looking for truth. Focusing on your emotional balance so that you can deal with the storms of life in the most supportive ways, no matter what's going on. Heading towards some new interests in front of you, being willing to learn, moving forward. Gaining clarity. So that you can take the correct actions to heal in this department, to get what is on your path out of the way of new interest and moving in forward movement in a very balanced way, no matter how turbulent things get. Okay, that feels very important. And let's look at the bottom, the Moon. This is yet to be revealed. You're in the midst of working on this. There are things that are hidden that have not revealed themselves yet. Perhaps some future struggles that you'll be dealing with. Perhaps work with your soul connection partner here and gaining truth and perspective about how you can move forward on this journey to emotional mastery, really. You're going to have to go through it to get to it. All right. Let's look at how you're showing up here. The Nine of Wands, the wounded warrior, determined to persevere, but exhausted right now. You just feel like you need a break and you want to hide from the world. Hide from the world because you can't trust the energies of the world, right? Outside of yourself, nope. The only thing you feel like you can trust is yourself, and you might even doubt that sometimes. Let's look at that Nine of Wands, please. A couple cards tried to flip, and Spirit said, nope, not those. There we go. Okay. Nine of Pentacles. Put it over here. The Wheel of Fortune. Three of Cups. Okay. And the Page of Cups, which is coming up in the focus. So we're here because you are feeling hopeful about this, about securing security, about changing your fate moving forward, and it has to do with communing with others, working together with others, communing with others, celebrating with others in good times, gathering with others, celebrating with others. You're not going to do it alone. You're going to have to let these walls down at some point, and come out of hiding in order to change your fate, to turn things in your favor. You must get out and commune with others. You cannot stay behind those walls. It's showing, first you're independent. You're all by yourself, trying to do it all on your own. But in order for things to really change, we need to get out there and commune with others, is what it's saying. Okay, let's take a look at this Queen of Cups crossing you. Why is the Queen of Cups crossing our Pisces friends here? Opening up your heart fully? Or is this somebody else? Show us the Queen of Cups. Make it clear, Spirit. Blocked. Blocking or blocked. Six of Wands. So we have the Seven of Wands to the Six of Wands. And the Eight of Cups. Disconnecting from our heart. Blocking our heart to reach a goal. We have to disconnect from our heart. That's what it looks like. I don't really understand it, but that's what's here. But that's who you are. You are the Queen of Cups, feeling like you have to block energy. I don't know if this is other energy coming at you. In order to be successful, there's a certain amount of disconnecting that you have to do. Leaving the past in the past so that you can move forward. Blocking energies to reach your goals. Blocking the things that bother you emotionally. That's what it is. Because when we look back over here, you are trying to gain emotional mastery to heal your King of Cups self, so that no matter what the energies are that come at you, you can handle it. So you can move forward. Gaining truth and clarity. You must go within. You must do the deep introspective work. In order to have emotional balance in a situation to move forward, you have to block the energies that come at you. Not you. You don't have to block yourself. You have to block the outside energies coming at you and disconnect from the things that do not serve you. Just turn your back on them. It's all about reaching a goal here. If that Six of Wands weren't in the middle, I think I'd read this differently. Let's look at the bottom card, what brings us here. Yeah, energy exchange, Eight of Wands. Because here you are protecting your heart. And here you are. It's as if you kind of think, I have to block my heart. But you don't. You have to block the other energies that come at your heart. How do you do that when you want to give so much and open up your heart to communing with others? Going from being by yourself to changing and communing with others, and yet still block unwanted energies in order to reach a goal and disconnect from the things that don't serve you. And I don't mean just things, I'm talking about emotional situations that don't serve you. Blocking them, exchanging out the energies. I think it's all part of protecting your heart, is blocking the unwanted energies in order to reach your goals successfully. Disconnecting from that which does not serve you. Wow, we really have to be discerning here and figure out what to block and what not to block so that we're not blocking our heart, because you need that. You need your Queen of Cups. That's who you are, essentially. You just have to guard it. That's what you're telling me. Guard it, guard it, guard it. And leave the things that don't feel good. Just leave them. Goodbye. This is discernment. Figuring out where to put your heart, when to guard it, and where to go so that you can move forward. Yeah. Emotional balance and protection. Okay. Let's look at the Page of Cups. Feeling hopeful. In your focus. Hoping for the best. Show us the Page of Cups. It's all about positive mindset with the Page of Cups. But we have the Nine of Swords here. That's a lot of stress and anxiety. That mindset is no bueno. What else? Two of Cups. Soul connection. Partnership. Eight of Wands again. We just saw it on the bottom over here. Spirit just brought it out. Stressed out. Partnership. Energy exchange. Whatever this soul connection is that you're working with here, it brings you hope. It helps you to exchange out the energy of all the stress and anxiety and worries and fears and doubts. You working with this soul connection partnership moves the energy forward. The more you work with it, the better it gets, the better attitude you have, the more hope you have. But you are showing up stressed out. I mean, here you are, Nine of Wands, Nine of Swords, very stressed. But it shows where the hope is, where the hope comes in. And at the bottom, it's tied up to work, Eight of Pentacles. Working with the soul connection to exchange out the energy. Very hopeful to do so. Okay. Repetitive work, too. It's not just one and done. You guys get together and work on this on the regular. Let's take a look at the Seven of Pentacles in the recent past, assessing all the effort and the situation thus far. You've put in a lot of work already into this, but there's still more to do. There's more stability to be gained, and we have Justice. The Hanged Man. The Nine of Cups. And the Six of Cups, which is a soul connection from the past. So we've already put effort into this partnership in the past. You want to bring in even more balance and wish fulfillment. You worked at it in the past. You put a lot of effort into this in the past to take the correct actions, to look at things from all angles, and to gain perspective. In a very satisfying way. It says that it just shows that in the past you put in a certain amount of work and it was good and it felt good. It was happy, but you didn't build all the stability you wanted. You only got so far with this work that you did. But it definitely made you feel good. It made you feel happier on an individual level to do this work and to put in this effort to try and bring in the balance with your gaining of perspective scenario. Show us the High Priestess, your intuition and your strength position. The High Priestess. What do you know, Pisces? What do you know? Oh, this flipped up. We'll take that. And then this face down. There you are. Queen of Cups again. Seven of Cups. You're saying that all the options and choices that you have for yourself, for you to be yourself, true to you. Queen of Cups, High Priestess. Let's look at the bottom. Temperance. You're saying this is really hard to figure out what choices to take that support you being you, fully you, where you don't have to compromise you at all, where you don't have to hide yourself, where you don't have to protect yourself, all of it. Trying to figure it out, discerning the choices of the energies and the choices and the options and all the things that come at you, Pisces. You're showing me it's really hard. It's not easy. And it's probably your biggest burden, trying to figure out how can I be true to myself. Trying to intuit it for some reason is difficult. Difficult because you'd rather just be the Queen of Cups everywhere and just be authentically you. The problem is, in this world, when we do that, sometimes bad energies are out there, causing conflict. You're trying to bring harmony to the situation. You're trying to bring balance. You're, in your choices and your decisions and your options that you pick for yourself. What is best for me is really hard, is what you're saying right here. But your High Priestess is in your strength. So as you deal with this issue, it is in your strength to do the work of the Hermit. Go within, do the meditation. High Priestess, do the meditation. It's meditation, meditation. That's what's going to help you make your best choices. But you are showing me that it is hard. It is difficult to figure it out. But the High Priestess is here for you. Spirit wants you to lean on that part of yourself so that you can get that inner knowing what to pick and what not to pick. That's what's going to help you the most. Okay, let's look into the immediate future position with the Page of Pentacles. What are we going to invest in the immediate future, please? Page of Pentacles. Okay, and we have the Death card, which is not death. If you're new, this just represents transformation, major transformation here. Six of Pentacles. The Chariot. And at the bottom, the Fool. Yeah, investing in a new beginning of some sort. Reaching goals quickly with great determination, and it's a lot of equal give and take effort. a balance, getting everyone on the same page, investing in fairness, balance, equal give and take. Um, through endings and transformations, ending the old and getting ready for something new that has a very fair exchange here is what you want to invest in, or what you're going to have a chance to invest in the immediate future. Uh, and it looks like it gets you to some sort of success here for sure. A successful new beginning where things are fair. Okay, so you got something new on the horizon here. Let's look at the energy supporting this reading. There is the Eight of Swords. It's stuck energy. There's a lot of confusion. Show us the Eight of Swords, please. All right, Three of Wands. Temperance again. The Four of Cups. At the bottom, commitment. Anticipating harmony, anticipating good things as you are confused, as you feel stuck, anticipating the balance, looking for it, watching for it. It's here, it's coming, knowing that it's coming. You won't worry so much about this stuck energy, this cloudy, distorted scenario that you just can't see clearly. All the confusing things, all the things that leave you feeling disappointed. It's time to meditate them away. Commit to meditation so that you are aware of the potential offer coming in that brings harmony to the situation. And it has to do with a commitment. The Four of Wands speaks to the stability on your homestead. Creating harmony and balance is going to take patience and time, patience with yourself and time to sort of just go through the feelings of, yes, there's confusion here, but if I take the time to go within, close my eyes, sit in my meditative stance, I can anticipate some balance coming in, and to be able to see what offer is available to me that will bring more stability. But it's a commitment to meditate. Keep seeing that. Meditation is your answer. Meditation is your answer. Meditation is your answer so far. Let's look at the outside influence, gaining perspective here. In reverse, the Seven of Swords. Also in reverse, the Knight of Cups. And in the upright, the Eight of Pentacles. In the upright, the Seven of Swords is some sneaky energy ready to take off. The Knight of Cups is all about expressing our hearts, but in reverse, this is gaining perspective as to how not to run away, how not to sneak away, how not to express ourselves. These are like learning the things that you should not do, the gaining perspective. The outside influence is trying to help you to not deceive yourself in a way that sort of sabotages you when when you want to express yourself. These are just the Gaining perspective on how not to. How not to behave deceitfully and expressing your heart, maybe even in a deceitful way. With the Eight of Pentacles in the upright, this takes repetitive work. It's a real learning experience. You're building a skill as you learn not to run away and not to always express what's on your heart. What you very much want to do as the Queen of Cups, you're just so open, but you have to be discerning. And you're being influenced here. Perhaps this soul connection partnership is helping you exchange out the energies so that you aren't always in this state of confusion. Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords here. And at the bottom, we have the Ten of Cups. Blessings from above on your homestead. Helping you to work at this. You're skill building here. Blessings from above. I think it's the soul connect. I think it's your spirit guide, spirit team. Blessings from above, helping you with this to build your skills, influencing you on what not to express, and not just running away. Okay, let's look at the Two of Cups and your hopes and fears. Show us the Two of Cups, please. Three of Swords. Three of Pentacles. Judgment. So we have heartbreak here. Let's look at the bottom. Oh, the High Priestess. That's who I was hoping to see in this part of the lineup, but we're here, right here. This is what brings us here. Your intuition. Heartbreak, collaboration, and decisions from your highest self. Working on a project together. You fear pain. You fear emotional pain tied up to this collaboration. You are worried that you're going to make the wrong decision. Judgment. Fear, pain, emotional pain, collaborating, judgment from your highest self, your intuition. This just is showing me you're worried you're going to do something wrong. You're going to make the wrong decision, the wrong choice, the wrong collaboration, the wrong... I don't know. You're worried about just emotional pain and upset, possible betrayal, working with others. Well, it's not with this soul connection. They're here for you. They're not trying to betray you. This is hopes and fears. You're worried about it. You're worried you're going to make a mistake. You're worried you're going to make the wrong decision. Judgment, decision. Okay, but you're being guided here. You're very much being guided. Let's look at the Five of Wands, this conflict and the potential outcome. Yeah. Abandonment. There's the Six of Cups, this soul connection. Moving on. You're worried that something's going to go wrong. That's what it is. This is all fear. Five of Wands, Five of Pentacles. that your soul connection is going to move on. This help that you have, and you've had it all along. You still have it. It's here. It was here. It's still here, but you're worried it's going to leave. You're worried it's going to abandon, or that you're going to have to abandon it because of some conflict that comes up. At the bottom, Queen of Swords. Uh-oh. She says this is what's required. It's necessary. Fear of abandonment. This is what's necessary. How is this even possible? Because the Queen of Swords also showed up at the bottom of the baseline. I just put it off to the side. But I know it's very prominent here. This whole thing is what's required for you to go through these energies. I just really don't understand it because the potential outcome is conflicting. And it really is about feeling lack, feeling forgotten about by this soul connection partnership that you have this long history with. Moving on, it's like you have a fear of abandonment, that they're going to leave you. It's showing here, and it's showing here too. Here, you feel like I might make a mistake. And up here, I think they might leave. I don't think so. Let's get some advice. I mean, I see that you feel the fear. I just don't see any evidence of them abandoning you. Let's see what Spirit has to say. Give us some advice for Pisces going through these energies, these emotions, these fears, trying to close out old cycles so that they can live more authentically themselves, build their stability, work with others, keep their heart open, be true to themselves, transform, learning how to master their emotions. And we have the Six of Swords, same as that Six of Swords right there. Eight of Pentacles. Saw it right here. And the Devil. At the bottom, Six of Wands. This is conflicting feeling information. Moving on to calmer waters in the workspace. Doing something you're working at, building skills and building stability repetitively, doing it over and over again, moving on, leaving the past behind, heading towards a brighter future. When it comes to work, when it comes to repetitively working with the devil energy, the behavior patterns that hold us back, what brings us here is success in reaching our goals and even having recognition about it. Being recognized for reaching goals, leaving the past behind, repetitively working on unhealthy behavior patterns. In order to be successful. Repetitively working on unhealthy behavior patterns in order to be successful, leaving the past behind. In other words, changing how you're doing something, the world, closing out an old cycle so that we can begin anew, so we can have a new beginning, really authentically you. You've put in a lot of work, but there's more work to be done. Let's get a oracle card from the Power of Surrender cards by Dr. Judith Orloff. What message do you have for Pisces going through these energies? They're doing the deep work, the deep introspective work, mastering their emotions, figuring out what the truth is, to carry them forward, to move forward on their path. One more. That's better. Okay. All right. You get two. One, surrender to rest and sleep. To prevent burnout, slow down. Honor your need for quiet time and peaceful sleep to rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit. And surrender negative thinking. You have control over your thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, say thank you for sharing and quickly refocus on positive affirmations. That's what it looks like keeps happening. Like negative thoughts, negative emotions, negative things come at you, and it feels like discernment about figuring out what energies to block so that you can still be you and move forward without blocking your heart completely to close it off. It's as if you're confused about emotionally upsetting things. What to block, what not to block, that kind of thing. All right. I hope it helps, Pisces. It is confusing. I can see why you're confused. Maybe watch this a couple of times and take notes on the parts that really stick out to you, because I see you on this journey. I see you with confusion. I see you being guided by a soul connection. I see you worried that you're going to make mistakes, and that you're not quite sure how to handle these behavior patterns, but you're working on it. You're definitely working on it. You're definitely trying to get to a better place. And you have the help of this soul connection partnership who is always here with you. They're not going away. These are fears. We got to kick them to the curb. Surrender the negative thinking quickly and refocus with a positive affirmation. You can do it, Pisces. You have everything you need to do it. This is just sort of this whole reading feels like an affirmation or a validation of what you're going through. Whoever this reading is meant for, it's saying, yeah, we see you, we witness what you're going through, and you're going to have to go through it. It's required. It's necessary. It's a necessary part for you to move forward on your journey, but you are gaining clarity. You are putting in the work to be as discerning as possible, to figure out what you should express, when you should express it, when you shouldn't express it, especially as it ties up to your work. You are repetitively trying to gain perspective in this. It's clear that that's what it is. It's just sort of confusing to say. Anyway, I hope it helps. And I wish you guys all the best. Thank you so much for being here. Throw a like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know how it resonates with you if you're feeling it. And I hope you feel supported, because you are being witnessed. And with that, I wish you guys the absolute best, and I look forward to reading for you next time. Take care, Pisces.